Well, after Newcastle winning, but VAR robbed them, and they robbed Brighton of their victory today. And obviously, I think it's Brentford, right? Newcastle was playing Brentford, right? So some nasty stuff really went ahead to happen in those games, but obviously Newcastle's gone ahead to win by 2-1 away at Brentford, and for us we won by 2-0 at Old Trafford. That means Newcastle is back in the third position and we are back into the fourth position, but that doesn't really put us out from the position that Newcastle is in, because they're only ahead of us because of the many goals they have as goal difference. But United, I think, with the return of Casemiro, Eriksson, Anton Martial, and very many others, we are going to find ourselves in a situation of scoring very many goals as it really comes in through. Though there is an injury of Marcus Rashford, and we're waiting for the news to come from the scan and see what is really wrong with him or not, and how long he's going to spend out of the game. So welcome to United Matters channel, and we're here to do what we call the player ratings. We rate the players every time the game is done on the scale of 10, and I think let's start it off right now with the player ratings. David De Gea had nothing to do in the game, especially as far as really saving United from really conceding is concerned. But today, all that caught my eye about David De Gea, it was the ball distribution. I think he only put the foot wrong once, according to me. He only put it wrong once, and to me I thought that maybe he was really kicking that ball outside because Marcus Rashford was really injured. No one was really taking care about him, and he wanted to attract attention as Rashford walked off the pitch. So I believe he really had a very good game, and the marks I'm giving him are for keeping a clean sheet, and secondly, commanding that defense. Lastly, all additionally, ball distribution. Today he really had a very good ball distribution, was really so much composed, and I'm giving David De Gea a 7 out of 10 today. He really played very well, and it was not like the game of Brentford where at least he just needed one moment of brilliance to save the team of Manchester United. But today, all what he did was to do the ball distribution. The defense made the checkmates, the interceptions, and they never allowed Everton to really come to our goal. And I think they only had, was it one shot on target? That is Everton. So it shows you how solid that central defense was. However much Harry Maguire was there, and we are so much worried about him, but obviously we kept a clean sheet, and obviously we played very, very well. So I'm giving De Gea a 7 out of 10. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 7.5 out of 10 for me. He really looked well defensively and going forward, and do you know that he found himself really putting in the final third passes? And every day, I think he's growing into a better and better player. That is Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And obviously, he's really one of those players that you always want to have into your team. Though even Dalot really had a very good spell when playing Brentford. But I think that's one of those positions that you think that if at all one of the players starts, you have no problem with any of those. So I'm giving Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 7.5 out of 10. Let's go to Tyrell Malacia. Today, at least, Malacia has shown me that every time I've come out and really called him out of not really having a very good final ball, he has gone ahead to work upon his final delivery, and obviously his end product of the game has really gone ahead to improve. And remember, there is one diagonal pass he made to the blind side that had Anthony, and Anthony wasted that chance. By the way, today Anthony wasted close to 3 chances that would have seen him really put those balls at the back of the net. But I think I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. That is Malacia. He was solid, and he's press resistant, cutting through the middle, playing well with Bruno Sancho, looking like it's a partnership that these two are really enjoying to play together. Remember, he's up to play in that position because Luke Shaw is really having a simple hamstring injury, and waiting to see what the scan is going to tell us in the next 2 or 3 days from now. So that is Bissaka. No, it's Malacia for you. Then we go to Harry Maguire. I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10 because I didn't see a lot he did on the game. I didn't see a lot he did on that field of play, because Everton was not all that a threat. That's it. It was not all that a threat. They never capitalized onto the slow pace of Harry Maguire. But the 2 times Damian Gray got onto him, he almost he always went past him. So to me, I'm giving Harry Maguire 6.5. I'm not here to explain what he did and what he didn't do. It was the day that everything was going on our side. No threats coming in from from Everton, but there is a time I saw him really going in to collide with his fellow player who was really in a proper position to really hit the ball, and then Harry Maguire came in through and really obstructed, so, and I think he gave him a push. So when I call Harry Maguire calamitous, it's not that I hate him, but he's that kind of player who you don't trust in your central defense, that he can pull out something unexpected that can cost the team of Manchester United, as you know. But we kept a clean sheet. I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10. Lisandro Martinez, he did the blocks, he did the interceptions. The second goal that we score, he lays that ball and Coleman fails to control it very well. Marcus Rashford goes ahead to put in an assist for Anthony Martial. So to my understanding, I'm giving Lisandro Martinez an 8 out of 10. That's it. He was really magnificent in that central defense, playing with a suspicious player like Harry Maguire, who is slow-paced. You need to find yourself in a position of really covering him up, yet you have to play onto the left side of the central defense. It was really a hard game for Lisandro Martinez, but he kept it tight. And that first chance that Everton get in the first half of Sims, it's because Lisandro Martinez is really spoiled for choice on whether to go ahead and really lean onto the Maguire's side or lean onto Malacia's side. So it was really one of those disturbing moments, but God helped us and we never conceded. But to me, I think he caused a lot of havoc into that central defense. So I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. That is Lisandro Martinez. Let's go to the double pivot that we played. Scott McTominay scoring a goal today. I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10 because at least he has shown us that there are some progresses that he can make. And I think all what he's doing is just putting himself in the shop window for teams like Newcastle and West Ham to get United the money they want, because I see no position for him to play. If Ten Hag signs in another CDM, then he will be having no position to play in that squad of Manchester United. Amidst the board might not be wanting to sell him, but his surplus requirement, what Erik Ten Hag wants at the club of Manchester United. I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. Bruno Fernandes. Guys, today, if Rashford was to score all the chances that Bruno created for him, and the same applies to Anthony, Bruno would have found himself with close to 4 or 5 assists, and all those assists would have been as a result of him releasing that ball over the top from the half of Manchester United. And Rashford capitalized onto his pace, and Bruno Fernandes released him close to 3 times in the game. But Rashford couldn't score today. It was not his day. And that's what God really brought for the team of Manchester United. And obviously, it was not a good day for the team of Manchester United as far as Rashford is concerned, because he even got an injury and walked off the field of play. So I'm giving Bruno Fernandes an 8.5 out of 10. Then we go to Sabitzer. You know, every game Sabitzer plays, he just continues to look good. You know, this time around he had close to 3 shots on target in the game. No, he had 1 on target and 2 off target. Then he came in through and really gave Bruno a very good pass towards the back post, and Bruno went in for a diving header that was saved by Pickford, the goalkeeper of Everton, because Pickford denied us on several occasions, and everything that would have gotten onto our side to really have a lot of goals today was really thrown down in the mud by Pickford, because Pickford denied Anthony 3 times. He denied Marcus Rashford close to 3 or 4 times, you know, and very many other players that he denied them from scoring against his team known as Everton. So I think he did a very good job, but Sabitzer, 7 out of 10 for me. Today, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10, and he has really put in a very good performance. That's why the manager kept him on the field of play close to 80 minutes, and then he brought on Eriksen. Let's go to Anthony. Today, guys, I'm giving Anthony a 6.5 out of 10. That's it. You know, I would love to see Anthony going in for Kala for the first time. The second time he gets the ball in that area, let him look in for pass that can result in an assist. Then if at all he does a curl again, it's not bad. But him getting 3 chances and going in for curlers only at the far post, being predictable, that's unforgivable. But I think that's why Ten Hag took him off, because he was really pissed of how he was really playing. And if Anthony doesn't find himself into good books with Erik ten Hag, when Amad Diallo returns, it's going to be hard for him to really find himself into the team of Manchester United, because Amad Diallo is a purposeful player and he has gone ahead to score 11 goals in the championship. Anthony has 7 goals in this season at Manchester United, but he would have had more assists onto his game. And secondly, I don't have no problem of him shooting at goal, but why does he shoot in the same format? You know, why doesn't he really try to do some shots onto the far post, like the likes of Mohamed Salah and Bukayo Saka? You know, they play that side, the likes of Mahrez, but they are not predictable. Sometimes they go wide, and sometimes they play onto the near post. So to me, I believe that it's always very bad for a player like Anthony to be predictable. So I think he needs to really improve a lot onto that. But his dribbles are really great. Today I saw him really take off players and obviously do the needful to really bring them into play. And he had a very wonderful spell at the club of Manchester United. That is a player known as Anthony into the mix. So after that, let's talk about Jadon Sancho. To me, Jadon Sancho deserves an 8.5 out of 10. I think he has gone ahead to play one of his best games ever since the season really came to the season came to its ever since he returned from Netherlands. Guys, I'm sorry, I was recording, power checked, and there is no way I can end this video before I really come to its end by bringing you the player rating. So I'm sorry for the darkness. This is the country you're in, power's checked, and you have nothing to do. Let's continue providing you with the news that you guys want. Now, Sancho 8.5 with an assist. He was everywhere on the field of play. He ran, he was composed, and he never lost a ball. So he never put a foot wrong. He was everywhere, and I like one thing about Jadon Sancho. He's unselfish. Every time he finds himself in a position of really shooting, he shoots. When there is an option of him to really put out a pass, he does put out a pass. And today I think he was one of those man of the match contenders into the game of football today. Let's go to Marcus Rashford. I'm going to give him a 6.5 out of 10 because he wasted very many chances. Though he put in an assist, but I think he held us a lot more until Scott McTominay came in and scored in the 37th minute. Would have gone ahead to be ahead if Rashford was really clinical. So I believe Rashford really had something to really... Rashford was to blame for those chances that we didn't even score. Then let's talk a little bit about the substitutes. Antoine Martial came in for Anthony. I'm going to give Antoine Martial a 7 out of 10. He came on through and really scored a goal. Obviously, you are happy about him scoring because that's his job. He now has, I think, 4 goals in the Premier League and 3 assists in 12 appearances. That's a very good return from a player. So our only prayers are that he really keeps fit until the end of the season. That's it. If he can keep fit until the end of the season, then you're going to find ourselves in a situation of really going ahead and really lifting the trophies like the UEFA Europa League and the FA Cup. I believe that we're having Casemiro, Eriksen, Rashford, Antoine Martial, Bruno Fernandes, the Sabitzas of this world, the Varans. We are going to knock out Brighton in the semi-finals of the FA Cup because the experience is really immense. Then the other 2 players that came on, all 3, Eriksen, 7 out of 10 for me. He really showed us what class is about. You know, that class is his other name that has not yet been baptized to him, but Eriksen is a classy player that puts in a shift every time you really want him to be doing that for you. Then the other player that came on through was Fred, 6.5 out of 10. Wout Weghorst, 6.5 out of 10. Erik ten Hag, I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10. I like the substitutions because he was responsive to these players not really doing the needful. Then who is my man of the match? Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is my man of the match. So guys, thank you very much for watching through your reactions onto these stories. Are welcome in the comment section below. Rokan David is my name. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. It's Easter Sunday. Jesus Christ has resurrected from the dead and we are so much happy for him. And obviously lots of things come with his resurrection. So guys, celebrate it very well. Don't drink and drive. Keep calm, such that the Lord is with us. My Muslim friends, Ramadan Kareem. I sign out for now. See you later, and we are going to We are going to return, I think, in the morning or afternoon. That is on Easter Sunday. I'm out.